Joker is directed by Todd Phillips of the Hangover franchise. Starring Joaquin Phoenix. Joker, holy shit balls. I don't need the notes. Todd Phillips did an amazing job with this film. I like the Hangover films, but they're not, they're not in-depth character studies like this. It harkens back to the movies of the Scorsese eras in the late 70s. Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, but even, modern films, contemporary movies like Drive, one of my favorite movies of all time. We're dealing with someone with serious mental issues, and he has a lot of problems trying to fit into society. Oh my god, I just can't get enough of this movie. This movie is dark, deals with a lot of shit, but I think they handle it very tastefully. Todd Phillips, he has a fine line. He draws a fine line with the mental issue part and the realities of, because this movie feels very grounded. This exists in our world. The one thing I like about this movie is that it's not predictable at all. You think the movie's going to go in one direction, and then it completely does a 180 on you, and especially in the final act. There are moments when I was hypothesizing in my mind that, he's gonna do this. This is definitely gonna happen, and then boom! Holy shit! I know who I'm being for Halloween. I just realized this. Bradley Cooper helped produce this movie, and I just thought that was kind of funny because he's from The Hangover. But Todd Phillips wrote this movie, and holy crap, this guy's got chops. He's fucking awesome. I'm gonna get into spoilers now. So this is your warning. Spoiler warning. Okay, so the first thing that I thought was beautifully done was there's a girl in Arthur Fleck's life that he meets in an elevator, and they bond, I guess. It was weird. That part was kind of weird where it didn't. I guess that was our first hint to say, okay, this is probably not real, but I don't know. But I thought that whole storyline played out well, especially when he comes home after this horrific train incident happens where he kills 3, I think they were Wayne employees, so he worked, that's another thing, but yeah, he kills them, he shoots them, and that scene was effective, especially the last guy. Arthur's just chasing this guy, and then he shoots him like 3 times. I was like, okay. And then the scene that follows up after that is awesome. He's in the bathroom, he starts dancing. And that's one of the interesting things Todd Phillips told Joaquin Phoenix, is that, Arthur is a guy who has music in him. He hears music inside of him. So I thought that was beautifully done. I love that aspect of this movie. It gives more layers to Arthur's character, and it almost kind of makes us empathize with this character. I don't know if I empathize with him fully, but I sure as hell understand the guy. Bruce Wayne is in this movie too, and they handled that awesome too. The fact that they may be brothers is still kind of left in the air, I think. I'm not 100%. I have to see it a few more times. He works at an agency, Joker clown agency, I don't know what, he goes to hospitals, he dances, he twists a sign. Couldn't do that. Yeah, Arthur, he works at this agency, and he gets fired from it, and completely turns his world upside down. Oh, the other thing. Robert De Niro's in this movie. How could I forget? Oh God, seeing Arthur just laugh and at the wrong comedy moments. When someone's making a joke, usually the punchline, people laugh. He laughs after they laugh, and it's really weird, but it was so well done. The movie it rapidly gains momentum. And that third act, when he finally becomes the Joker, really cemented it for me that this is probably my favorite movie of the year. It's a character study that goes deep in, when he's the Joker and he finally gets on the show because, Murray, his name was, that Robert De Niro's character is, they have a segment where they make fun of him almost because he has no comedic timing, no talent, so they make fun of him, but he gets called to be on the show, and he shows up as the Joker. God, this scene was insane. It was insane because, Arthur's sitting there and he gets pissed, and you could just see him boiling up. This guy, Murray's like questioning him and shit, like, that's not very funny. And, you could just see Joaquin's portrayal of this character just fully just boiling it, and then he explodes. And I wasn't expecting him to shoot him right in the fucking dome. I was petrified. I was shocked. I didn't think they were gonna go there, but they did. It puts me in a trance when Joaquin is dancing. I'm not as graceful. What else? The way this movie ends, I know there's theories that this could have all been a dream. I don't think it was all a dream. I think but it could definitely be interpreted that way. That's the great thing about this movie. There's so many different interpretations and explanations to things that are completely valid, and I think that's a sign of a great film. Yeah, I definitely recommend this film. It's a rare comic book movie where you get a character study and a evolution of a character, especially a villain character. The Joker is a villain, right? As we know him from the Batman animated series, the Nolan films, and this is a rise of a character, but it's also a downtrodden tragic story, but it's a success tragic story, and that it walks a very fine line, and it's brilliant. I don't know what else to say. Todd Phillips, Joaquin. I hear there's rumors of a sequel, that Joaquin wants to do it. Todd Phillips thinks there's a story that can be told, whatever. I don't know. I'll say this. I want to see Joaquin play the Joker again. He's amazing. I'm trying to think of the ranking of Jokers. It's hard to knock Heath Ledger off the pedestal that he has, but I could say without certainty he's up there. Yeah, go see it. It's well worth the money, and I have no doubt it's going to be talked about for the Oscar season. Hell yeah. I don't really do ratings, but let's see. If I had to give it a number out of 10, I'd probably give it a 10. This is probably going to be my rating system. I'm just going to give it a, whatever I feel. I'm feeling a 10. It's as perfect as a film gets. The only gripe I had was maybe things felt a little circumstantial. Like he gets on the show, he kills those people on the train, but that's cinema, you gotta progress the story. So, in hindsight, it doesn't really matter. It's a perfect movie in my book. It's as perfect as you can get, okay? So, it's a complete film. Go see it. See it! But